Right now, this morning, blood supply is running low at Gunderson. Why winter months make your donation more crucial than ever? And could your holiday stress relief be sitting in your kitchen? Right now on Foodie Friday, a local dietitian reveals the holiday food scientifically proven to boost your mood.
Plus, a slow change in our local weather ahead as we get into dry conditions today, breezy and gusty conditions tomorrow going into Sunday as well, and maybe even a slight chance of rainfall. We'll talk about that in just a moment.
Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter.
And I'm Art Jarrett.
It is Friday, November 15th. So you said milder today. Will we see the sun on this Friday?
Oh, we definitely will see the sun.
We will.
Yeah.
Get the sunglasses. You got to, dig them back out like I had to.
I know, right? I'm more concerned if I can get you that supermoon so you can take a peek at that,
yes.
Right? Yeah, as we get into it here, we will see milder conditions expected today. Middle 50s possible up in Eau Claire. We possibly may see temperatures in the lower 50s. But as we go into tomorrow, breezy and gusty winds. We're talking Saturday with winds up to 25 miles per hour. Then that'll be mostly breezy, sustained winds. And we'll even see some gusts up to 25 miles per hour. We'll go right back into Sunday, and then we'll wind up having conditions to play out with 21 mile per hour wind gusts. Right now, we're in the cloud cover. You can see that cloud field right there starting to edge out with more on the way, cutting across areas from Minnesota and Iowa. That's where the fog is, where all that clearing is for them. So you'll see that in a moment. Right now, outside here, we're looking at quiet conditions out and about. Winds are light for us. You can see maybe a little bit of fog getting into Marshfield. It continues to drop down to 7 miles per visibility. We're seeing more, though, dense fog as you get across the other side of the Mississippi and, of course, some of the river valleys there. We'll also be seeing today the mild conditions will ensue, but we'll increase the clouds going into tomorrow. We're talking cloudy skies with breezy and gusty winds, 10% chance of rainfall. And Sunday, you've got the gusty winds as well, and late chance going into overnight into Monday. When I return, we'll have a whole talk about that in just a bit.
Thank you, Art. President-elect Donald Trump made his first full public address since his election victory speech in Mar-a-Lago last night. He was joined by several of those newly announced cabinet picks. One of his latest is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Secretary of Health and Human Services. That's sparking some more controversy over his previous outspoken criticisms of vaccines and other public health measures. CBS News' Jared Hill has more.
We won the popular vote. Oh, I love that.
President-elect Donald Trump taking a victory lap at Mar-a-Lago last night announced North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum as his pick for Secretary of the Interior.
We're going to do things with energy and with land, interior, that is going to be incredible.
But it's his choice of former Democrat Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Secretary of Health and Human Services that's grabbing headlines.
You're going to do some unbelievable thing. Nobody's going to be able to do it like you.
Kennedy ran as an independent in the 2024 election before dropping out to endorse Trump. RFK Jr.'s push to combat chronic disease and clean up the nation's food supply has resonated with the MAGA base and beyond. But it's his calls to remove fluoride from drinking water and criticisms of vaccines that have raised concerns among public health experts.
There's no vaccine that is, safe and effective.
As a pediatrician, I know that there's nothing that I did that had more value for the children in my practices than ensuring that they were vaccinated fully and on time.
On Capitol Hill, the fallout continues over Trump's pick for Attorney General, with even some Republican senators questioning whether former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz will have a path to confirmation.
I have concerns that he can't get across the finish line, and we're going to spend a lot of political capital.
Gaetz resigned from the House to pursue the nomination Wednesday, just days before the House Ethics Committee had planned to vote on whether to release a report regarding allegations of sexual misconduct and drug use. Matt Gaetz has denied any wrongdoing.
And Wisconsin's senior senator pushing back on Trump's potential pick of Matt Gaetz. Senator Tammy Baldwin says she wants to review the House Ethics Committee's report on Matt Gaetz before any confirmation hearings. On social media, Baldwin stressed the Senate's duty to reject unqualified candidates. Wisconsin's Republican senator, though, says he's likely to back Matt Gaetz for AG. In an interview, Ron Johnson downplayed concerns about the ethics investigation, saying Gaetz would not pursue the position if he had anything to hide. Meanwhile, President Biden continuing his diplomatic push, attending the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Peru. The gathering brings together leaders from across the Pacific Rim to discuss trade and economic cooperation. Biden's presence comes as the U.S. seeks to strengthen partnerships in the region.
For a lot of these countries, they're going to have to decide, do they become more self-sufficient? Do they lean or tilt towards China? Do they try to find new partners?
Biden has a trilateral talk with the Japanese Prime Minister and South Korean President this afternoon. Tomorrow, he's scheduled to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Several major projects reached the finish line at last night's La Crosse Common Council meeting. The Reach Center moving forward with its expansion plans. Council members approved rezoning the facility, which provides housing and domestic violence services. The decision clears the way for a new dental clinic operated by Scenic Bluffs Health Center, despite mixed reactions from the neighborhood. Council members also approved new rules for city parking, limiting access to only parking and walking through. City officials say the ordinance aims to crack down on vandalism, drug use, and illegal camping. The council finalized a city administrator working group. 5 council members will work to gather public opinion on adding that city administrator role. The council won't vote on creating that position until next year. And the city also greenlit the sale of the old Fire Station 4 building to retired firefighter Jeff Murphy. He and his wife will buy it for $32,000. They plan to live on the first floor and convert the second floor into an apartment. Some big news for local families struggling to find childcare. A new option is coming to La Crosse. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has that story for us.
The YWCA plans to offer care for nearly 60 children next year at the Hillview Health Center's new daycare. La Crosse County selected YWCA as the child care provider earlier this month. The Aging and Disability Resource Center director says it was an easy choice.
Their mission, their vision, their values, their openness and willingness to really understand the concept that we were bringing forward.
The daycare is part of the new intergenerational center, offering care to both children and adults with dementia.
Children can connect with older individuals and form friendships across the generations.
Children can often slow the progression of the disease as well.
Some child care slots will be offered to county employees and community members.
We really want to focus on making sure we have quality care for employees and then also families that get child care subsidies so that they have an opportunity of another place that they could choose.
Northwood says their goal is to give families an affordable and diverse option.
Not every center is right for every family, so people need an ability to make an informed choice and find care that's right for their family.
Northwood said child care prices will remain in the affordable range. The center is expected to open in December 2025 when renovations are complete.
Millions in federal dollars will help keep your lights on in western Wisconsin. Dairyland Power Cooperative is receiving $28 million to build 3 battery storage facilities, including one in Monroe County. The batteries can provide reliable electricity for at least 10 hours, even when the sun isn't shining or the wind's not blowing. Dairyland officials say these facilities will play a key role in the region's transition to clean energy. Aspirus Health planning to put a new hospital in Chippewa Falls. Aspirus is working with officials there to find a site with easy access to Highway 29. The new hospital could open in as little as 18 months. This move follows the closure, of course, of HSHS hospitals in the Chippewa Valley last year. Free radon test kits are now available in La Crosse County. You can pick yours up for free at any county library branch or the health department through December 6th. The health department is also making it a chance to help others, setting up food collection sites for the Hunger Task Force at each location. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news. Looking to buy a home? More interest rate cuts could be on the way. Vaccine maker stocks tumble after RFK Jr.'s campaign promise. And Chrysler recalls 200,000 vehicles over brake concerns. And it's time to start thinking about your retirement savings. The IRS just raised how much money you can put into your 401k. We'll have those details. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A necklace with possible ties to Marie Antoinette just sold for $5 million. Wow, look at that. The 300-carat diamond piece sold in Geneva, believed to contain stones from the French Queen's infamous collection. Created just before the French Revolution, the stunning jewels later appeared at 2 British coronations. The necklace belonged to a British aristocratic family until the 1960s, before moving to a museum and private collection. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the birthplace of the Twinkie. That is Chicago, Illinois. Stay with us. Your consumer news is after the break.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale in living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Take an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years. Plus, all Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture ends Friday.
Hi, I'm Danielle, General Manager here at the Board Store. In 1989, when I first saw my dad on the TV talking about high quality and low prices, I wasn't quite sure how I felt. But now, 35 years later, with this exceptional showroom, high quality products, knowledgeable staff, and the best installation crews in the area, I couldn't be more proud. And we look forward to continuing to serve all your home improvement needs for many more years to come. Come see us at the Board Store.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you about our great Wisconsin-made gifts for every occasion. T-shirts for birthdays, cookbooks for showers, aprons for Mother's Day, hats for Father's Day, gift boxes for weddings and thank you gifts, and for Christmas or any other celebration. We have mini cinnamon bears. They even smell like Please Me. Get your gifts at our outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village and Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
Celebrate the season at Home Seasonal Concepts. Enjoy 50% off the merriest selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your festive holiday decor needs. 'Tis the season to sparkle and celebrate. Shop holiday at Home Seasonal Concepts inside all home furniture showrooms.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
Well, happy Friday to you as we go into it. Dry conditions expected today, and as we roll right into the weekend, we may see a little bit of a change going into the picture here as well. But look at the demarcation line here. We've got 40s on one side, we have 30s on the other side. We're also holding on to at least 43 in Sparta, La Crosse at 44 degrees right now, Eau Claire at 43 and 42. So we're a little bit warmer today. Holding on to the kids going to school, though, we'll keep it around, say, mostly cloudy skies for La Crosse. You're looking at 40-degree temperatures by 3 o'clock, though, in the afternoon. Dry and mild conditions for you. 55 degrees expected. Then Eau Claire gets into the picture. We have 39 degrees with partly to mostly cloudy skies. And then by the time we get into the 52-degree mark here, it'll be about 3 o'clock. Dry and mild out there for you as well in Eau Claire. All right, that being said, as we go from 8 o'clock all the way to the noon hour, you're looking at 43 degrees to 50 degrees. Sunshine with decreasing clouds happening for us as we go right through the morning hours, and we'll do the same for Eau Claire as well. Cloudy skies getting into at least mostly cloudy skies, right into at least some partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies to finish out the rest of your day. Fog, low cloud activities, I told you, possibly well over to the west of there on the other side of the Mississippi. We have, again, by Preston, some dense fog working a little bit closer to the Mississippi River for near La Crosse. We're also seeing Marshfield bringing in some patchy fog right into areas right by Black River Falls. Other than that, fog is really not an issue. As you can see, it kind of backing off away from us. We're looking at pretty much conditions to be pretty good. Viroqua gets a little bit of patchy fog, and that means La Crosse could see maybe something going into the river valleys as well. Back to you, my friend.
In your consumer news this morning, more interest rate cuts are likely to come. That is according to Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. He said more rate cuts are likely underway because the economy's current trends and dynamics are expected to stay. That includes a slowing job market and cooling inflation, facilitated by rates that are still at restrictively high levels. Vaccine maker stocks taking a hit following President-elect Trump's pick to lead Health and Human Services. Moderna and Novavax shares plunged 6% after Trump named RFK Jr. to head HHS. Kennedy immediately announced plans to study vaccine safety, though he promises not to take vaccines away. Instead, he says he wants to let Americans make their own informed medical decisions. Chrysler is recalling more than 200,000 vehicles because of a potential anti-lock brake system malfunction. The recall from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration impacts 2018 and 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokees and Dodge Durangos. Take note if you drive one of those. The issue could disable the electronic stability control and allow a driver to start and shift out of park without the brake pedal being applied. They say braking capability is not affected. And now is the time to start thinking about whether you want to make changes to one of your retirement accounts for 2025. The IRS just raised how much money you can put into your 401k. Jen Sullivan looks at the latest changes and how much you should be putting away for retirement.
You'll be able to put more money into a 401k retirement account in 2025. That's because the IRS announced new changes. Next year, you'll be able to contribute up to $23,500. That's up $500 from this year.
It may not seem like a big increase, but over the long run, it can make a substantial difference.
Sabino Vargas, a senior financial advisor at Vanguard, recommends 12 to 15% of your annual income should be put towards retirement savings. So, if you're making $50,000 a year, you ideally should be putting between $6,000 to $7,500 in an account such as a 401k. And look into what your company offers. Many will match what you put in up to a certain number.
Contribute enough to get your employer match. That way you're not leaving any money on the table.
Vanguard financial planners advise people should plan to spend between 75 to 85% of their current income each year once they retire. Contributing to a 401k also has tax benefits. That money is taken out before federal taxes, so it lowers your taxable income. Vargas also recommends taking advantage of your company's health savings account, or HSA.
Money goes in pre-tax, money gross tax deferred, and money can come out tax-free as long as you use it for qualified medical expenses.
Vargas also recommends to start saving at a young age. Contribute what you can. Anything is better than nothing, and put more money away as you progress in your career.
Another change is if you are age 60 to 63 and have a Roth IRA account, the IRS will allow you to put up to $11,250 a year starting in 2025. That's it for your morning news. Consumer news, that is. Time now is 6:18. Let's check back in with Art for a look at our forecast.
Okay, and away we go. Alexandra holding on to cloudy skies, getting into it today. Milder conditions as well. Then we'll get into breezy and gusty conditions for Saturday. And we'll see some gusty conditions coming in for Sunday as well, maybe up to 21 miles per hour. Current visibility, though, most of the fog is over there to the west, and we'll keep an eye on that to see if it gets any closer. But it doesn't really look like it's going to affect us much. Take a look. Not much happening here in the region until we get into at least some fog and low cloud activity by about 9 o'clock. It looks like maybe some of that tries to get into areas near Viroqua. That being said, you're going to be seeing the fog and low cloud activity as we finish out from the 5 o'clock to the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour, and then we're looking at some clearing skies through the day. That'll continue as we go through the mid-morning hours and into the noon hour, where you see most of the fog and low cloud activity starts to sneak a little bit more to the east. We're holding on to at least partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we'll open up the skies as we finish out the day by 3 o'clock. Our high today for 55 degrees there for La Crosse and Eau Claire at 52. You'll see most other locations in the low 50s, getting down to Prairie du Chien and Boscobel with a little bit of low cloud activity still holding on to you there. By 7 o'clock, we'll get into clearing skies, but more clouds begin to coalesce going into the late night hours, and overnight you'll see cloudy conditions return. That'll take us back into maybe a light sprinkle or two by Ladysmith, continuing on to 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we see by 1 o'clock p.m. maybe a slight chance of moisture coming into the picture. It's only a 10% chance, and it continues to stretch all the way from Eau Claire, Winona, getting into La Crosse, possibly by Ladysmith, and it's maybe not hit the ground at all, but we're looking at maybe some light sprinkles coming in with light to moderate rainfall, trying to get on the ground as it moves a little bit more north of I-94, and then kind of continues to move again well north of that with that light to moderate rainfall in the picture. All right, that being said, you're seeing a little bit of circulation coming in there, and that's going to push a little of that moisture continuing to go up to the northeast. Look at the rainfall we're expecting, maybe a 1/10 of an inch or less as we carry over to the next few days, over the next 72 hours. We're looking at cool conditions and mild conditions. We're smack dab in the middle of that right now, and that will continue as we go into the week, through the weekend. Then cool conditions come in, kind of nudged out by colder conditions possibly moving in, but it sneaks back down to the south. It's going to relive itself, kind of moving back again, following this area of low pressure that's going to take a moment and make its move, getting closer towards Illinois, as well as portions of Indiana and Ohio. That's going to usher in the potential for that snow activity and breezy and gusty winds working into the forecast. As that happens, well, eventually it starts to skedaddle out of the way. We still go into cold conditions and breezy conditions through Thursday, and then by Friday the winds begin to taper down. We'll see this continue to come in, bringing in that moisture as I've shown you before, and as we take a peek at it, we're looking at conditions to be like this for the days. We'll go right back into 55 to 56 degrees, mild then breezy, possibly gusty, but still mild for Sunday. Then we get into rainfall coming in for Monday, Tuesday, with Wednesday with a transition into a mix of rain and snow overnight, going into Thursday with a mix of snow, and then maybe a 20% chance of that snow in the morning hours. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Art. The time now 6:21, still ahead. Feeling the winter blues? Well, you're not alone. Ahead, why your mood changes with the seasons and some simple ways to feel better.
Coming up in the Blitz, the V-Hawks looking to pick up a semifinal conference tournament win, plus the UWL wrestling team looking for another home duel win as well. That and more next.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley stain-resistant fabric, where have you been all my life Black Friday event. But don't wait. It's also the Ashley you can save up to $1,000 store-wide Black Friday event.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we've helped families get ready for Thanksgiving for generations. So as you prep for hosting, baking, and holiday travel, shop unbeatable deals on supplies to help you savor the season. Like 1-pound bags of pecan halves or pieces, just $6.99. This West Bend Versatility Cooker with tote, $29.99. 3 gallons of picnic turkey frying oil, only $39.99. Plus $100 instant savings on this 10-amp-hour DeWalt tool battery. Everything you need for Turkey Day for less. Only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
The holidays, and holiday trips, and holiday toys, and holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley, there's no way my husband's snoring is going to keep me awake now Black Friday event. But don't wait, because it's also the Ashley, you can get 0% interest for 72 months Black Friday event.
Yep, it's that time of year. But whether it's this or this, you can trust the First Warn Weather Team to help you plan your day right. First Warn Weather. When you expect more, turn to News 8.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Welcome to the Blitz. Viterbo Volleyball was looking to punch their ticket to the CCAC Tournament Championship yesterday, facing off with the reigning winners of the tournament, St. Ambrose. V-Hawks looking to improve to 16-0 against league opponents this season. Jada Mitchell was on fire early, rising up and throwing down to go up 6 right there. Later, same play, same result. Mitchell slams it to the hardwood, and then check out the serve here from Mia Quist. Goes on a nice little angle there, and that's an ace on the stat sheet. Then the hometown kid gets in on the fun. Former Holman Viking Izzy Jar throwing it down, and the V-Hawks were rolling. And on set point, it's the defense coming up big as Martina McGrath puts the hands up and bats it down. Viterbo makes quick work of the Bees, and they'll play for a Chicagoland Conference crown tomorrow. Across town to the mat we go. Number 3 UWL hosting number 11 College of New Jersey. It was a rough start for the Eagles here at 125. It's Matt Griffin getting the takedown. He'd go on to win 8-6 via decision. In the 141 weight class, more good work from the visitors as Sam Koch controls the match and picks up the victory. TCNJ were up 15-0 at one point, but there is a reason. UW La Crosse is one of the top teams in the nation. It's the freshman Tanner Gerber at 157, shifting the momentum. He get 3 near falls in a row, and UWL would be on the board from there. Then the match of the night, number 1 in the country, Nicholas Sacco versus number 2, Tyler Goebel of UWL. He gets the reversal and the point with time winding down. UWL senior would just squeak by with a late point, and the Eagles complete the comeback, winning 20-15. And don't forget, more prep football in store tonight. Prairie du Chien, Aquinas, Logan, all still alive. Find out who will be headed to Camp Randall next week. We'll see you tonight.
Hey babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE?
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes?
Dad, 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular.
Save money on your next project at Menards. Transform your space with Shaw Vinyl Tile Flooring. It's waterproof, durable, and features an attached pad for added comfort and easy installation. Claremont Vinyl Tile Flooring is $219 per square foot after rebate. Add style and privacy to your home. We have a huge selection of curtains from Lichtenberg with over 170 options to choose from. Get this Garner curtain panel for $9.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade GMC.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family. Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Be part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village in Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great. And we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
U.S. Cellular has the incredible new iPhone 16 Pro.
The first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Spread the word.
And don't forget camera control. It'll blow you away.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. In your medical news, your blood donation could save a life at Gunderson Health System. Officials there say the hospital's blood supply is running low as winter approaches, a typical seasonal trend that concerns medical staff. As a level 2 trauma center, Gunderson only has 3 days worth of blood on hand. Trauma surgeons say donating is safe and simple, with one donation potentially saving multiple lives.
The benefits are obviously for the community as a whole. And on the individual level, looking at it is that you may be contributing to saving someone's life or improving their quality of life. In terms of the risk of donation, nowadays they're very, very low.
Gunderson's next blood drive is Wednesday from 10 to 3. America's premature birth crisis earns another failing grade. The March of Dimes gives the U.S. a D+ as 1 in 10 babies continues to arrive too early. Doctors blame lack of prenatal care for the unchanged rate, which has stayed at 10% for 3 straight years now. It is a type of depression triggered by a change in seasons, seasonal affective disorder. It affects millions of Americans, but some don't realize they experience it. The mood changes it can bring could be severe, and it impacts how a person feels, thinks, and acts. Mandy Gaither has the signs of this disorder and explains ways to help yourself cope with the symptoms.
The days are shorter and darker. The temperatures are getting colder. If you feel down this time of year, you're not alone.
It's extremely common in colder weather climates, especially this time of year, with symptoms beginning and intensifying throughout the winter and even into the spring.
Licensed clinical psychologist Adam Borland with Cleveland Clinic says a lack of sunlight can impact vitamin D levels and serotonin, which helps regulate mood, behavior, sleep cycle, and memory. It can lead to symptoms like sadness, loss of interest, fatigue, and fluctuating appetite. Borland says maintaining a healthy daily routine can help.
Going to bed around the same time, trying to get up around the same time, monitoring diet and any potential alcohol or other substance usage, engaging in physical exercise, making sure that you socialize, engage in any creative outlets.
Borland also suggests using a sun lamp, which can mimic natural light and help regulate the sleep cycle. He says medications can help treat symptoms of anxiety and depression, as can talk therapy. But it's also important for a person with seasonal affective disorder to stay connected to others.
It's very easy to kind of hibernate during this time of year, and you want to make sure that you engage in social outlets.
He says when it comes to seasonal affective disorder, a person has to be honest with themselves about their symptoms, if it's impacting day-to-day functioning. He says not to isolate and to seek mental health treatment. Alma Center schools get the green light for new childcare space. Yesterday, Governor Tony Evers visited Lincoln Elementary to celebrate 2 successful referenda. Voters approved maintaining current programs and adding new childcare facilities. The district says this solves a long-term community need.
Do I love the fact that a lot of school districts passed referendum? Heck yes. Do I love the idea that they have to go to referendum every 2 or 3 years to keep the doors open? No. That's an issue that the legislature has to take up.
Wisconsin school districts saw 169 referenda pass this election. That is a new state record. Wisconsin's top education leader will spotlight career training in Chippewa Falls today. State Superintendent Jill Underly is touring Chippewa Falls High School's technical education facilities. She'll lead a news conference calling for more state funding to support career and tech programs. The visit is part of her push for increased funding in the state's next 2-year budget. The La Crosse Area Heritage Center unveiling 2 new exhibits focused on women's voting rights. The first is titled "We Stand on Their Shoulders." It highlights the stories of women who fought for their right to vote. The second, "A Century of Advocacy," showcases the long history of the League of Women Voters in the La Crosse area.
I think sometimes we forget about the past very quickly, that white women have had the right to vote since 1920. Like, that is not that long ago. We need to celebrate these accomplishments and remember how far we've come and keep going forward.
Both exhibits are open to the public through December 21st. Get ready for an exciting weekend of events, starting with La Crosse Central's show choir serving up dinner and a show this Sunday. There are 2 shows you can catch and a silent auction. Award-winning composer Philip Daniel performs at the Winona Arts Center tomorrow night. Tickets for that start at $15 ahead of time. And the legendary Lettermen bringing their classic harmonies to the Pablo Center on Sunday afternoon. The time now is 6:36. Let's check in with Art for a look at our morning commute.
All right, as we do that, we're going to go right into it here, giving you a view how this plays out, getting into dry conditions for today. Then we'll be picking up conditions to go into maybe a slight chance of rainfall popping in the picture. Currently, we're going to get into right now 40s widespread. Then we'll pick up some 30s. If you look over to the west there across the Mississippi into Minnesota and Iowa, you're holding on to 30s and mostly some 20s now in there, cooling off still. So that's where all the fog is as well. The dense, patchy to dense fog out there. We have at least maybe some patchy fog by Marshfield, maybe getting into areas by Eau Claire now, and Ladysmith picking that up. You'll also see as you get down to the south, La Crosse probably because of dense fog in Preston. We could see some of that fog getting closer to us as well as in Winona as well. So we get into it here. You're going to see this fog kind of backing off a bit. Some of that getting into areas to the northwest of Eau Claire, but other than that, you're looking pretty decent as far as fog is concerned. Look for La Crosse to have some sunshine through the day, eventually with mild conditions on the way. We'll do the same as we go right back into areas for La Crosse. We're holding on to temperatures in the 30s, getting into the 40s, the 50s, and finishing out that way. All right, back to you, my friend.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, how about Bjorn? Bjorn is about 8 months old today. He is always happy and loves spending time with his family.
Everly is 8 years old. She loves animals, riding horses, and going hunting with her dad.
How about Madeline is turning 18 years old today. She's kind, compassionate, hardworking, and straight A student.
And Mel's turning 88. He served 25 years in the Navy. Thank you for your service.
I was going to say, if you know special someone turning 8 months or 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18 or 80 or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com. Look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. From sweet potatoes to a new kind of soda, some simple ways to eat your way to better mental health this holiday season, coming up on Foodie Friday.
Join a group of mighty hunters with LCT's production of Deer Camp. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
Hey, it's Reed and Chelsea.
We got a message from Mr. Bobby Bones.
Hey everybody, Bobby Bones here. I just want to say thank you for listening to the Bobby Bones Show. We got some ratings back and we are the #1 morning show, 18 to 49, right here in La Crosse. So thank you so much for listening to the Bobby Bones Show, for listening on Kicks 106.3. We hope to be your friends in the morning. And if you know somebody that hasn't checked us out, tell them, let them know. And again, thank you so much.
Kicks 106.3.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Nice.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in.
Trade it in.
The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in.
Trade it in.
If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
Trade it in.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Join a group of mighty hunters with LCT's production of Deer Camp. Tickets are on sale now. Call or stop into the LCT box office or visit lacrossetheater.org.
All right, I've been talking about Saturday, breezy, maybe a little bit of rainfall. Let's get a view of how this all plays out. From the 5 o'clock hour from this morning, we've been opening up the skies a wee bit, getting into the 9 o'clock hour. We'll continue to do that as well. We're looking at least temperatures in the 40s, widespread there to some upper 30s as you get down to Decorah. Then we go into the noon hour for today. You're going to see these clouds still moving out of the way, so mostly sunny skies will be expected by the time we get to the 3 o'clock hour. Our highs around 55 degrees for us. Winona at 52, Eau Claire at 52, 49 in Ladysmith. And getting down to Prairie du Chien and Boscobel, you're looking at 51 to 53 degrees for you. Clearing out the skies continuing will happen until we get to the late morning or late night hours. We'll see those clouds return. We'll get into at least mostly cloudy to cloudy skies with some light sprinkles possibly moving back towards Minneapolis. Take a look at that. We'll see that extend across the Mississippi. We'll get into from Rochester all the way to Winona back to Eau Claire, possibly extending northward there for a little bit of sprinkles. Then we'll see that kind of extend down a little bit to Winona, possibly into La Crosse as well. Temperatures at 7 o'clock p.m. In the 40s widespread. Then we'll see rainfall turning into light to moderate rainfall, edging up a little bit more so between Eau Claire and Mansfield, up into Ladysmith as well. That will continue. Sparta with a sprinkle or two with the light moderate shower also getting into areas there. La Crosse doing the same. So we'll see that finish out by the 1 o'clock or getting into the midnight hour, I should say, before it starts to move a little bit more so. So the rainfall expected with that. From Saturday, we're looking at least maybe a 1/10 of an inch or less, and that will continue on as we go right into the overnight going into Sunday. Maybe some of that continues to track a little bit more to the northeast, and that's what we're looking at. That's the HRRR model, but let me show you something as we get into it. You're going to be looking at drier air coming in. You're going to be seeing another area of low pressure begin to coalesce once we get in the Four Corners region. And the next system that's going to come along after this system passes, we'll see that as we finish out into next week. It's going to grab that area of low pressure, and some of that's going to have some moisture associated with that from the Gulf of Mexico. And of course, there is going to be a system that's out there as well that can be developing. We could see some of that moisture and of course that rainfall associated with that come closer to us. As we look at today, this is what we're happening. South zone holding on to 50s, mostly those low to near middle 50s in some cases, possibly getting up into areas by the central zone where we'll see temperatures for us getting to the middle 50s to the low 50s continuing northward. We'll take it right back into there where we'll see more widespread low 50s in the area there continuing on. All right, that being said, potential for the snow possibly coming in Monday and in the evening hours going into overnight to Tuesday. We'll see that turn into a mix of rain and snow, possibly transitioning into Wednesday. But you see not much happening there as we go through Wednesday until we get into the 9 o'clock p.m. hour where more of that snow starts to move in. It's still more to the east of us, but as we finish out, we're looking at the possibility of that rainfall continuing on. This is the other rainfall I wanted to show you. This is the NAM model. That's how much we could expect going into the rainfall over the next few days. That being said, let's take it to the next 8 days. As I finish out here showing you, we'll get into the 50s widespread through the most of the next few days, continuing on with breezy and gusty conditions for the weekend. Then we'll see rainfall most of next week.
As holiday stress levels rise, experts say relief could be hiding in your kitchen. Hy-Vee dietitian Ruthie Chips joins us on this Foodie Friday with some foods scientifically proven to boost your mood and help manage the holiday stress. Good morning, Ruthie. We all need this, don't we?
We do.
I think we do. We're happy to see you. So let's start with the surprising mood booster, fish. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's really exciting to know that, yes, what you eat makes a difference, but it really does make a difference with your mood and your mental health as well. So I've got the top 5 Hy-Vee dietitian mood boosting foods foods that we can talk about.
Amazing. Yes, we need it. Tell us what we need to
Starting
know.
with salmon, we all know it's healthy for us.
Yeah.
So you can do canned salmon. I even have a smoked salmon here that's ready to go at Hy-Vee. So salmon is rich in the healthy fats, and we know that there's a connection in the neurotransmitters in our brain. They need these types of fats. So salmon, you could throw it in a salad, you could throw it on a dish. You could, I like the dip as well, and even sardines in a can. So there you go. That's number one. Number two, sweet potatoes, rich in a lot of nutrients, vitamin A, also the complex carbohydrates. So that helps our blood sugars be stable, and that helps our mood as well. So we don't want to have highs and lows in our blood sugars. Number three, avocados. We know it's healthy, and you'll see these foods all are looking fairly Mediterranean.
Yes,
so
of
we
course,
know that
right?
that's a healthy way of eating. So we even have a recipe for an avocado dessert, which is a chocolatey avocado dip, which is you can put with cookies or desserts with fruits, and you can dip that chocolatey avocado pudding dip. So I suggest that recipe at Hy-Vee.com. And never forget walnuts. They're a really healthy nut. They have a lot of the omega-3 fatty acids, and again, that's going to help with that connection. And moving into gut health. Now we know a very important thing, that the gut environment is connected to your brain, believe it or not. So if we're eating good things for our gut, like prebiotics, and I have what is a new really healthy soft drink called Olipop, and it is rich in fiber. It's amazing how good it tastes, and it's got fiber as well.
Yeah.
So this is something that can help us, hey, if I'm going to have a soft drink, why not have a healthy one?
Exactly.
And there's prebiotics, all kinds of unique flavors in there. So if you'd like to try a little bit, I've got a cocktail where I've got the orange twist. There's a lot of different flavors, but it has a nice bubbliness to it. And then, Alexandra, if you want to top it with a little bit of cranberry juice.
Okay.
And
just
I would,
a splash, or what do you think?
Just a splash.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll find that this is a neat way to really have a health halo beverage.
Yes, and I love the little toppings that you've brought. Very festive.
A few cranberries.
Some cranberries.
So you can enjoy that. And why not use a stir stick?
Love it, yes.
There we go. So give it a shot.
Okay, let's try it. Yeah, it looks so cute.
Well,
I love it.
What else did you bring?
Well, and one other tip I would like to say.
Oh, yes. We've got a cheers to do, right, Ruthie?
Cheers. If you want to enjoy the holidays and not cook too much, just call us at Hy-Vee, and we'll take care. We have prepared meals ready to go, so that would de-stress us and keep our mood boosted.
Yes, that is great. Okay, yeah, this is good. I like it.
You like it?
It's refreshing. Effervescent.
Been seeing these Olipops all over social media, so excited to get to try it.
It's great.
You went through your top 5. You've gone through everything. I guess if someone wants to start incorporating some of these, what's an easy way we could do that? I know it can seem overwhelming.
I would pick one thing that you might start.
Okay.
And remember, eat healthy all year. You don't have to change a lot during the holidays. Enjoy some of the favorite foods. Work those things in as well.
Okay.
But maybe say, hey, I'm going to try putting salmon in, or a fattier fish once a week.
Right.
That would be a great goal to start with.
Just a little bit. And I'm sure just trying a little bit of this, right? Replacing your regular drink or cocktail.
Oh, and by the way, at the store today at noon to 1, I'll have samples of Olipop. So
it is
people
good.
can come out and try it.
So with the Olipop, and which is high in fiber, also with the walnuts, is that too much fiber, or what's going on?
We actually, most people get very little fiber in their diet. We're supposed to get 25 to 35 grams.
Okay.
The Olipop has 9 grams of fiber, and it's a prebiotic fiber, so it helps the gut produce more of the good bacteria. So we always want to kind of have that balance between good and bad bacteria going on in the gut to help us with that brain balance and just feeling overall healthy and well.
Okay, very important during the holidays when we're getting all that sugar, right?
You got it. And this is low sugar too, so it's lower sugar and high fiber. What a good combination.
Exactly. Well, cheers to that, Ruthie. Thank you for being here.
Cheers. Cheers.
To good health and to good gut health.
Perfect. We all need that. Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, we're following the very latest in the bid by the satirical news outlet The Onion to buy Alex Jones's InfoWars platform. We sat down with The Onion CEO to talk about the deal and also how the families of some Sandy Hook victims helped them out in this effort. Plus, their sound helped define a generation of music. The now famous punk band The Offspring have a very new album out, brand new, in fact. We spoke to them about their upcoming world tour and who they are off stage. And we're going to end the week with some kindness and a lesson on patience. Steve Hartman and his kids introduce us to some high schoolers going out of their way in an effort to teach senior citizens how to be tech savvy, and I bet learning something themselves. All that and more coming up at 7.
Sit up, lean back, recline, and sleep. Get more Z's on a Z-Cliner by FlexSteel at Home Furniture. The Z-Cliner features pressure point relief zones, luxurious performance fabric with power recline and lift features. Relax by day, get your Z's by night. The Z-Cliner at Home Furniture.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys, what are the chances you can fix this?
It shouldn't be too difficult.
So like 1 in 100?
Fellas, I can fix this.
Like 1 in a million?
I can do it.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
G and D, yeah, 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 yeah.
For over 40 years, Blood Cross Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
Nutcracker Magical Christmas Ballet celebrates the season with America's favorite holiday tradition. Gather your loved ones and be enchanted by an all-star international cast. Returning to Pablo Center at the Confluence December 5th. Tickets at nutcracker.com.
This is the highlight of my day, but my hip pain made it a struggle. My personalized arch support system got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Be a part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village and Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great, and we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
Get Progressive Rug Savings right now at all Homeworld Rugs. The more you buy, the more you save on your total rug purchase of $199 or more. Get up to $500 off sale prices. Every style is on sale now at up to 50% off regular prices. The Progressive Rug Sale, now at Homeworld Rugs.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. President-elect Donald Trump announcing his picks for several more top cabinets, including Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Kennedy is a longtime vaccine skeptic. Trump also said he's nominating North Dakota's governor as his Interior Secretary. He tapped his personal criminal defense attorney, Todd Blanche, for Deputy U.S. Attorney General. The Reach Center moving forward with its expansion plans. Council members approved rezoning the facility, which provides housing and domestic violence services. The decision clears the way for a new dental clinic operated by Scenic Bluffs Health Center, despite mixed reactions from the neighborhood. The La Crosse Common Council finalized a city administrator working group. 5 council members will gather public opinion on adding that position. The council won't vote on creating it until next year. And the city greenlit the sale of the old Fire Station 4 building to a retired firefighter and his wife. They'll buy it for $32,000 with plans to live on the first floor and convert the second floor into an apartment for rent. A new option for La Crosse parents struggling to find childcare, the YWCA stepping in to help, opening a new daycare center that will serve nearly 60 children. The facility will be part of Hillview Health Center's intergenerational program.
We really want to focus on making sure we have quality care for employees and then also families that get child care subsidies so that they have an opportunity of another place that they could choose.
The center is expected to open next year. Your blood donation could save a life at Gunderson Health System. Officials there say the hospital's blood supply is running low as winter approaches. That's a typical seasonal trend, and it concerns medical staff. As a level 2 trauma center, Gunderson only has 3 days worth of blood on hand. Trauma surgeons say donating is safe and simple, with one donation potentially saving multiple lives.
The benefits are obviously for the community as a whole, and on the individual level, looking at it is that you may be contributing to saving someone's life or improving their quality of life. In terms of the risk of donation, nowadays they're very, very low.
Gunderson's next blood drive is Wednesday from 10 to 3. Free radon test kits available in La Crosse County. You can pick yours up at any county library branch or the health department through December 6th. The health department also making it a chance to help others, setting up food collection sites for the Hunger Task Force. Some weekend events to tell you about. La Crosse Central's show choir serves up dinner and entertainment Sunday with 2 shows and a silent auction. Award-winning composer Philip Daniel performs at the Winona Arts Center tomorrow night. Tickets for that start at $15. And the legendary Lettermen bring their classic harmonies to the Pablo Center Sunday afternoon.
All right, decreasing clouds this morning as we go through the day. Your highs are going to be mostly from the mid-50s down to the upper 40s today. We'll see that mostly sunny skies continuing as we go through the night, and then eventually those clouds will continue to move in. We'll go to cloudy skies to mostly cloudy for tomorrow. Look at the rainfall we're getting in for Saturday going into Sunday. Most of that rainfall is going to be in Saturday, less than 1/10 of an inch or so. We'll continue to have the mild temperatures going through your weekend and into Monday, possibly with rainfall coming in Monday all the way into Wednesday, with a mix of rain and snow Wednesday night into Thursday. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. Whether you like it or not, the holidays are on their way. Who doesn't like that? And Disney is beginning their wintry celebration today. According to a release, Santa will be joining select Disney characters at the Fantasyland Theater in Disneyland Park, where guests are there. They will also get to search for decorative ornaments hidden through the park, and experience special performance groups. To top it all off, all of your favorite Disney characters will be together and sing during the Christmas Fantasy Parade. Yeah, 'tis the season, right?
Yeah, that's
Are you
indeed.
ready, or would you like to wait till after
I'm still
Thanksgiving?
worried about this snow that may be or maybe not be on the way.
You're just focusing on that. You're about to experience your first Wisconsin snow.
I'm a rookie.
Yeah, well, we'll be waiting. We'll be waiting to see your forecast and your
How about
reaction.
you, though? What about you?
I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm ready for some
All right.
snow. As long as it doesn't get too crazy. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your Friday.